So my summer job for today is gopher poisoning, and basically what that entails is walking from one wheel track to the next and not getting lost, which is harder than it sounds like it would be, especially for me. Just looking for gopher mounds and then determining how fresh they are and if it's worth trying to poison them. And then you poke around in the ground and try to put enough poison in there that they're excited to eat it and either don't want to keep making tunnels underground and eating our alfalfa, or just want to go live somewhere else, hopefully. So the weather's being very cooperative. It's about 70-ish degrees right now. Every once in a while the sun comes out and it gets really, really hot, but then a really nice breeze comes along. But right now there's some pretty good cloud cover, and currently I am just gopher control specialist for today, and I am currently outstanding in my field, literally. So it's kind of hard to see, but here's a gopher mound, and you can tell that it's a little bit older just because the dirt on the top is very crumbly and this one has cracked. So it's either been here since we raked or since yesterday when we got the rain for sure. So it's probably not worth doing much with. This little one next to it, the dirt is much more crumbly and doesn't have the cracks on it. So it's a little bit hard to tell on this part of the field just because the dirt is so much drier. Down on the other side of the big pivot, it's a lot easier to tell because it looks like wet dirt. So up here you just kind of have to check the consistency, I guess. And then I think this is where the tunnel is, or where they were bringing the dirt out. So then you just get to come back and start. Oh, I got lucky on that one. Just poke holes in the ground. When it goes in really easily, I don't know how to do this with one hand. When it goes in really easily, then you just turn the handle 3 or 4 turns back and forth, and it has a little door that opens and closes and puts in some specially treated grain that hopefully the gophers think, ooh, a snack, and come eat it and stop messing our fields up. So that is what I get to do today. So I guess I should have mentioned, you don't just do one hole, you try to find the path that the tunnel is going, and it looks like this one is going kind of in a straight line along here. The first one I did, well, it's kind of in a curve actually. First one I did was right there, then I did another one right there, and then this one, it went through pretty easily. You can also tell there's a whole bunch of mounds right here, so it could be one gopher not liking its home. It could be a whole little family of gophers. It could be a whole condominium of gophers. You can see this area has had quite a bit of activity, and it just makes the alfalfa very sparse. So we want to get rid of as many as we can, or at least control them as much as we can, because as we've learned with swathing, it makes a big mess when the ground is wet. It's not, they eat the alfalfa, it covers the little plants as they're starting to grow and kind of smothers them. So especially since this is a brand new field, this is its first, like this is getting it established, we want it to do the best that it can so it lasts as long as it possibly can. So I'm going to give this a couple of turns and then see if I can keep following the path. So we'll see how far it goes. So far I did just the little inside ring of the last little inside ring of the pivot, and there weren't hardly any new gopher holes there. And now I'm doing the overhang, so basically from outside pivot track or outside wheel track on the big pivot to the outside wheel track of the little pivot. So all that space in between. and so far I haven't seen anything. There's one little spot right over there that I'm gonna go check out next, but yeah, it's just beautiful out here. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.